The question was always delivered in the tone of a concerned friend, but there was something almost gleefully predatory lurking behind it. Karima seemed not to notice. In the same warm, generous tone, she would offer one of 3 replies. Ah, this is the world we live in, with the slightest arch of her delicate eyebrows. It's all a negotiation, with a subtle shake of the head. Or, friends must remain friends, all will be well, capped with a reassuring smile. Finally, she'd turn and introduce them to Natalie as ATN's newest rising star. You must get to know one another, Karima would insist with a wink. I will connect you by email. Natalie understood that these introductions were worth Karima's weight in career gold, catapulting her almost instantaneously into a new stratosphere of DC status and access. With Karima's stamp of approval, she could officially become a person to know and court. The only thing that marred the otherwise triumphant feel of this moment, her gratitude for Karima's generosity, was tempered at the back of her mind by a fear. It was the antsy concern of a guest who isn't quite sure how much the hotel bill will be, or if she'll be able to pay it. Because there was no question that an operator with the experience and connections of Karima Sahadi, wife of the ambassador to the Arab League, would want something in return. Natalie's best guess was that Karima would want her help with the terrible news, which could mean a loss of trillions in oil wealth for the countries her husband represents, and Natalie was growing increasingly uneasy about the approaching moment when she would have to tell Karima that she did not cover energy or oil and probably couldn't offer her anything even remotely useful. When the stream of ill-wishers dissipated, Karima squeezed Natalie's hand. Thank you for your patience. Everyone is so hungry for bad news. It's why they all come. Also, they know what they read in the papers is nothing. It is... She made a gesture like she was pushing away dirty air. It is the amuse-bouche. Everyone wants the main course. She lifted a single, well-manicured finger to the maitre d', and silver dishes of food materialized out of nowhere, though Natalie was sure they hadn't shown Karima a menu. The food here is quite good, Karima said. It is a pity so few of us eat. Natalie was uncertain whether that meant she should or shouldn't eat the food, but asked instead, How did you learn to handle all the prying questions and people? They just want to know if I will continue to be useful to them. And of course I will be. It is what it is. She winked. But we are not here to talk about my troubles. We are here to talk about you and your career. Karima placed saffron rice and mango curry chicken on Natalie's plate, while leaving her own plate glaringly bare. Since we met, I have seen you on air. You are very good. Precise, smart, well-informed. Why aren't you standing outside the Colombian embassy right now? Why did you let this boy take the big story? Unsure how to explain or justify her predicament, and increasingly ashamed, Natalie stammered, The short answer is because Ryan got the scoop. His dad had a connection, and now he's tight with Adam Majors. Natalie did not expect Karima's big, genuine laugh. I doubt it, she said. His father was not particularly well-liked as governor. Surely you know how this works. Bib Conant speaks to the White House all day long. She shook her head. Adam Majors was an intern for Bib's husband many years ago. I would assume she got the information and passed it to her protege. It is useful to know the history of people, she said, tapping her forehead with a perfectly manicured nail. Of course. She should have guessed Bib was behind Ryan's perfect placement. Matt had been right. She was fully Team Ryan. Do not look so concerned, my love. There are ways around this. You have one thing going for you that the boy does not. Natalie had to struggle to imagine what that might be. A catchy last name? Karima chuckled. No, you are a woman. In this town, women have a special kind of power. Natalie felt a crushing disappointment. Of course, that's what Karima expected. She was an older generation. I don't think I'm cut out for that, Natalie said, aware how prudish she sounded. Morality aside, I just can't manage to fake interest in a guy if I'm not actually interested. It doesn't go well. She didn't want Karima to start setting her up with married senators.